Hey, what's up, people? How you doing? It's your man, Tim Black. You tuned into the Bar Stew Podcast. Brutally honest podcast, Tim Black. Wow. Today's been a monumental day. I want to start this podcast first off by saying that they took that flag down, man. They took the flag down. Hey, I got to cut my light on. Hold on. They took the flag down. What you so happy about? What does that change? That doesn't change a damn thing. Racist gonna be racist. Racist gonna race. I'm so bad, man. I'm wrong. Racist people gonna be racist. So what does taking down the flag do? Huh? Why y'all so happy about them taking down a symbol? You're not touching the heart. You're not touching the heart. You're just touching the symbol of hate. Some people say it's not a symbol of hate. Some people say it's a symbol of Southern pride. Here goes my thing, guys, and let me know if you follow me here. Since you can have the flag wherever you want, which some people demonstrated, they were at the ceremony of the flag coming down with their own flags. What did they really lose? What did you lose, South Carolinians? You still got your flag. If you want your flag, you can still wave your flag. You can still wear your flag. You can still have sex with your flag if you want to. I don't understand. I don't get it. It's still your flag, but I know what it is. I know what it is. It's that C word. It's that C word. No, not cancer. No, not that other one. I'm not going to say it. I'm thinking it. Change. People hate change. They don't care what you're talking about changing. They don't want to change anything. Don't be changing nothing. Don't come in here changing our capital. What's wrong with y'all? So that's really what the problem is, right? People don't want to change. But change is inevitable. And for over 50 years, 54 years, there have been people trying to get that flag to come down, but they couldn't get the votes to do it. Now, here we go, guys. So you know, many of the legislatures received death threats. You hear me? They received death threats on this vote. Not from people wanting it to come down, but from people who didn't want it to come down. You understand? The opposition to that flag coming down in South Carolina on public property, they received death threats that if they voted yes to bring it down, they were going to get killed. Why aren't people talking about that? Everybody jumping up and down saying, oh, this is great, this is great, this is great. You know, people's lives are at risk over a flag. And then you say, then you say, we're making progress. And we're making so much progress that people are willing to kill other people. They didn't even fight in it. Look. This is a piece of history that's in the museum you can go look at. And I'm trying to tell you, man, people don't respect. They don't respect what black people have been through in this country. Not even black people respect it. They don't respect it. They don't consider slavery a Holocaust. Can you imagine living in Europe and walking into somewhere in the UK and a government agency and seeing a fucking swastika on the wall? You wouldn't even think about that. That would never happen. But it happened to us, and y'all don't care. Y'all don't understand. They don't get it. And just because there are black folks who support the Confederate flag, it doesn't mean that it should stay up just because black people do. I don't follow that line of thinking. I don't. If enough people are upset about it, why not just why not just have it at home? Why not just have it? Look, if you want the flag, like I tweeted, if you follow me on Twitter at Tim Bartender, like I tweeted, if you want the flag to be seen so badly that you got to see it and you're going to lose your shit if you don't see that flag, hang it up at home, right next to your white robe. Thumbs down, thumbs down, thumbs Thumbs down, thumbs down. They mad. They don't like that. If you're just now tuning in, you're tuned into the Brutally Honest podcast or live show. It's really a live show. I only want to call this a podcast because it's too live. This is the Brutally Honest podcast, live show podcast, whatever, man, with Tim Black. Let me get rid of this because I don't know if you guys are seeing this. Bringing down the flag was counterproductive in a way. They said that they felt that it was not helping anything. It wouldn't help anything. That there was no point in bringing it down. They made it sound like it was almost disrespectful to bring it down in the fact that we thought it would help something. And I just want to know what you guys think about it. And I'm trying to get my comments up because I'd really like to know what you guys think. There we go. Okay. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. It took so long for this stuff to come in. 2109. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Paul Winston and Mark Wright. Thank you. Now I know you guys are seeing me fine. That's good. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. You never really know. So that was it. I've been catching comments on Twitter. Go to Tim Bartendo on Twitter, and you'll see in my stream I was having conversations about it. And a couple guys, even some guys who like me. It's not just hate, right? There were guys who were upset about it. Like, Tim, if our ancestors knew about this, they'd be pissed that we even cared about the Confederate flag. And I think it's important that we know that people of all colors wanted that flag to stay up. And people of all colors wanted that flag to come down. So it's not an all thing. It's not like this is black against white. I just want to make that point because I'm trying to do something different with my channel, right? I'm trying to stay true to myself as a black man, look for solutions for every man, but not pit people against one another on the basis of color. You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to avoid it because I think it's counterproductive, and I want to build a bigger coalition of everyone working together. So I want to point out things that the standard media is not going to tell you. That is and I put this in another podcast, my little brother, Keith, who's in Richmond right now, he told me, he said, Tim, I'm in Richmond and there are black guys with Confederate flags on their cars and they're proud of it. So I just want you guys to remember that. While we sit back judging those people, right? There are other people who don't see it as is the way it's been painted, okay? Someone said something interesting to me on Twitter, and I don't want to look up his name now because I think I've been a little bit too not focused so far on the show, but maybe I'll shout him out later, or he could shout himself out. He said, Tim, a slave wouldn't want he would want both flags to come down, American and Confederate. It's like, damn, you're probably right. Slavery, yeah, the American flag and the Confederate States of America flag, they both had slavery, right? In the past, right? It's both of them. So, it's crazy. So, look, I don't want to stay there. But look, I think this is what I honestly think, guys. I'm not trying to win votes. I'm not running for office. But look at that. Look at this. If it don't matter, right, and if it's just a symbol, then why not take it down? That's how I feel about it. Because I wouldn't want to see it because it gives me negative feelings. Okay? It gives me negative feelings. And look, and if it just means pride for you, if it does, well, then have pride at home. I have pride at home. Have pride in my, my vehicle, right? Have pride in your own space. But some people don't agree with it. You feel me? All right. Gang war. Gang Weezy said pulling it down was just a pacifier. Yeah, it was, in a way. It was. But, dude, 9 people got killed in a church. If all we got to do is take down the flag to make some people feel a little bit better, like maybe America isn't as racist as it looks like it is, shit. I mean, they didn't ban the flag. It's not like you can't have one. Just because Walmart's not selling them and eBay won't sell them don't mean they're banned. Walmart stopped selling Jiffy Pop too. But you can still buy it. You can still draw one. So if it's going to make these people feel, personally, I don't think it solves racism, but it doesn't cause more racism, because I don't think there's a level-headed white person in South Carolina or Mississippi who now is going to go try to kill some black folks who wasn't thinking that shit already. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think a racist is created by taking down that flag. I think it may inflame racists that are already racist. And you can't be afraid of that, because shit. Think how many death threats Barack Obama got. And he's half white. All right. I want to get on to something a little bit more fun, man. And it's not really fun, but it's a different story. It's a story I planned on doing on DeAndre Johnson. You guys may know him as the FSU player who smacked a woman, punched a woman. He ain't smack her. Let's keep it real. He punched the shit out of her in a bar. Now, I saw that the Young Turks covered this story, and I'm going to link you to it if you haven't seen it. Video is very brief. It's a minute long. I wanted to put it in this show for you so you could see it, but it didn't work out for me too well. And I got to psychologically get over that it messed up my show tonight, trying to show you that video. So I'll give you the play-by-play. It's a bar. There are people at the bar. It's crowded. Girl at the bar, sitting there. He comes into the frame, and he bumps her. She turns around, and she does this. And you can't hear. There's no audio, so you don't know what to say. But she raises her hand like she wants to hit him. He grabs her wrist. He grabs her arm. And then she knees at his groin. And then she swings in. I don't know if she really connects. It's hard to tell. It looked like she connected. And he socks the shit out of her. Well, no, he didn't sock. He punched her. He didn't sock the shit out. Because she didn't fall. She didn't go to sleep. See, Cenk Uygur of the Young Turks says, he devastated her. You don't devastate her. I'm like, no, he said destroyed her. He destroyed her. Like, calm down, Cenk. Destroyed, that's a harsh word. He didn't pick up and body slam her, again. He just punched her one time in the chops. He don't even look like he knocked her teeth out. That just goes to show what type of people Cenk grew up around. I seen the guy get kicked in the face with a pair of steel-toe Super Timbs. That's destroyed. What she got was smacked with a closed hand. All right? So anyway, this young man lost. He lost his slot on the team. He's being charged criminally. And here's the thing, guys. The issue is this. Why didn't the woman who initiated the contact get charged as well? Because if we're going to charge the guy who retaliated to the aggression of the woman, why not charge the woman as well? And the answer to that, in my opinion, and I'll let you guys, I'm going to look for comments on it, is that women are not treated like adults. Women are not treated like adults in society. You ladies, let me know what you think. And what I mean is it's a double-edged sword. What I'm saying is that a woman is not expected to control her emotions. He's expected to control his, even after being struck, not to retaliate, because he needs to be the thinker. He's the adult and she's not. Because if that was a guy who balled up his fist to hit him and he stops the guy and the guy knees him and then tries to punch him and then he punches that guy, no one would say shit. No one would take his scholarship away. No one would press charges. And if they did do that punk shit, there would be charges placed on both of them. What say you, Team Black? And I'm calling y'all team, honorary Team Black, man. Y'all my team. 10 blacks, Team Black. So if you white, you now black. You Team Black. If you Latino, you Team Black. Isn't that fun? Okay, so what we got? James says he wanted to, his face couldn't be recognized. If he wanted to, I know he's saying, James Briggs says if he wanted to, her face wouldn't be recognized. Wes Shook says, I saw the video, and he had full control of the situation and let someone take control. James Briggs says, I agree. Jay Reid says, what's up? What up, James? What up, Jay? So right now, it looks like I'm making sense. You know, sometimes you got to make sure, I got to make sure I'm not losing my mind, you know? I think it's a bad thing to treat women like women are second-class citizens, right? I think women should get equal pay. I do. Some people say that's an argument you don't need to have because they do get equal pay and all this stuff. I don't know. I don't know if they do or not. I'm not looking at the studies. I'm just saying I think they deserve equal pay. All people deserve equal pay. I expect equal pay too, goddammit. It ain't just because I'm speaking up for women. I'm speaking up for me. I think all people deserve to be paid what they're worth, or as much as the market will bear, right? Or in as much as you demand. That's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother video, a whole nother show, right? But in the same token, I think women should be held to the certain standard when it comes to violence. You shouldn't be able to try to punch somebody and then not expect to get hit back. What is this? What is this? I know you guys understand what I'm saying. And I'm not one of these guys who thinks that men should go around knocking women out. I'm not a woman beater. You know, I don't agree with that shit. I don't agree with any violence, right? Unless it's called for, unless it's to protect yourself. Feel me? So, why do we treat women as a second-class citizen? Because that's what we're doing. And I had a back and forth with a woman on the Young Turks comment page, right? Because I made a comment and I got a lot of thumbs up, at least a good amount, because I made a joke about Jank. Because he was kissing so much ass, so much feminist ass. He was kissing a lot of ass. His lips was just mwah, mwah. I love you, ladies. Mwah, mwah. He was just doing that shit. I'm like, damn, Jank he's really laying it on thick. I think him and Anna decided that he was going to play the feminist role, but she was going to play the male role, and they kind of like switch up because they've been catching so much grief. See, I know about how that media shit works. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I had to bring the cat out the bag. But this woman was like, no, he was in control, so he should have just stopped himself. I'm like, well, shit, maybe he had a drink in him. Maybe she had a couple drinks in her. Aren't people allowed to not react the way you would react when they're at a bar and get hit? I think they are. I think if you're at a bar drinking and somebody hits you, you're allowed to react by hitting them back without losing your job and losing your education. You're understanding your future over something that she started. Well, he could have walked away. Well, she didn't have to hit him. Come on, man. Are guys really that pressed to get laid? Or it's just that I got a bunch of guys who pee sitting down? Is that what I have? These guys who make excuses for women no matter what they do? Come on, man. I know women who are more manly than men. And what I mean by that is they'll call shit what it is. There are women out here, and look, there are a lot of women on Team Black. Be they black, white, Latino, whatever they are, Native American. Teresa Gordon, I know she's half Native American, right? Or something. I don't know how much, but she got enough. She identified with them. And I know she keep it more real than a lot of guys do. So the women on Team Black who keep it real, if you're out there, please comment. Tell me something. See, look, I think you know some women who will test guys and push guys and hit guys and whip a guy's ass, right? I think a few of y'all know some women like that. I think you went to school with a few. I think a few of y'all got some in your family. So you don't need me to sit up here and try to lie just to try to get laid or something. I don't need to lie to get laid. I don't need to lie to impress women either. There are women who will put their hands on men, and if they get their hands put back on them by the man they put their hands on, that's what we call even. Now, if you try to stop a woman, restrain her from hitting you, and she commences to continue to hit you, you may slip up and hit her ass. And I'm not saying that's what your girl, if your girl loses it, she go crazy, she hitting you, and you stop her, yeah, you're going to really try not to hit her because that's your girl, you have a relationship. But if it's some woman at a bar you don't know her, and she try to hit you and you stopping her like, hey, don't hit me. You grab her hand and she knees you in the nuts and then tries to hit you. I think you're in your rights to hit her ass. I'm sorry. That's not promoting hate speech. That's promoting realness. That's what you get here on this show, realness. Come on, guys, talk to me, man. Who we got? James said, hi, Team Black. Right, guitar grief. I've seen guitar grief before. Come on, man. Shit's crazy. Where the ladies at? I need some ladies, man. So, Tim, most of your watchers are guys. We can't make them appear. There's some women out here. LaTanya, where you at? You said you was going to watch LaTanya. Come on, LaTanya. You know you keep it real. LaTanya, you keep it real. LaTanya Johnson, where you at? I'm calling out people that are not there. Bella Rosa, come on, sister. You keep it real sometimes. I saw you on the Tommy Sotomayor video. Got me a little concerned about you. I need to pull you back into the light. You over there agreeing with the guy that says it's okay to do a genocide on black folk. And come on, man. Come on. Just for views. All right. So that's what I think about DeAndre Johnson, guys. I am not woman bashing nor male enhancing. None of that. I'm just keeping it real with you. And I think DeAndre Johnson, he's going to win this case. They're going to throw it out, right? They're going to have to because we're going to apply pressure. The internet's going to apply pressure. They're not going to have a case. He's going to get a good lawyer, but all the while, he's going through something for nothing. For absolutely nothing. He's being harassed by the state over nothing, over protecting himself. And responding to this woman's able to be unlevel-headed or not level-headed. What's the opposite of level-headed? Unhinged, right? But he's expected to be level-headed. So she can be an asshole. But he's supposed to be like, well, let's be an adult here. What are you doing, ma'am? Everything's fine, right? Everything's cool. Oh, shit. Okay. Why don't you put down that knife? Why are you stabbing me with the knife? I don't understand. We should be able to just talk about this. What is this, man? This is the world we're living in. Come on. This is what they've reduced us to. And people are accepting it like the norm. So what happens? The women who are allowed to act this way, come on. And this is going to set about someone to introduce. And I just want to tell you, it's based on stereotypes. But I got to say it. If the woman at the bar was black, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. He'd have been fine. See, y'all mad now, huh? Nah, come on. We know DeAndre black, right? Even if y'all don't know who the hell I'm talking about. DeAndre's a black football player, right? College student football player. The girl he's punched was white. If she was black, wouldn't nobody say shit? Because come on, man. The uppercut bus driver. Come on, man. I mean, come on, sisters have an MO, a stereotype about sisters being aggressive. Some of y'all look at sisters like y'all look at brothers, like y'all look at me. The way sisters are portrayed in the media and stuff. What I'm saying is perception. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's racism. I'm saying it's a stereotype that we live with in the United States that says that black women can take a punch. And it's okay to treat them like men when they fuck up. And I don't want to be cussing too much, but you understand what I'm saying, right? It's a stereotype. Okay, uppercut bus driver, which I started with. When that bus driver popped her ass, very few people said, oh, he should have just talked to her more. He should have restrained himself. He should have contained himself. Nobody said that shit. Who said that? Who said it? Who said the uppercut bus driver was wrong? Who said it? Who said he should have lost his job? And when we found out he lost his job, we was mad. We like, she deserved it. She had it coming. She put her hands on him first. She spit on him. Come on, man. My bad. She spit on him. We were mad when we found out he lost his job. And if you didn't know, some of y'all crying now. Damn, uppercut bus driver lost his job, man. That ain't right. I'm moving to Canada. I'm mad that they legalized gay marriage anyway. I meant to move to Canada for that shit. Canada legalized gay marriage 10 years ago. Oh shit, I'm moving back to the States. Damn fools. Who cares who people marry? I don't care. Marry what you want to marry. Marry an inanimate object if you want. Probably safer. Your cadenza or your couch can't get half. Anyway, my point is this, man. If she was a black woman at that bar at the FSU, DeAndre Johnson would not be having a legal problem he has, because America believes the black women have very strong chins. It's okay to punch them. I did a video of the Subway Slap. That video of Subway Slap got 400,000 views. You know why? Because people like seeing that black woman get smacked for talking smack. Smack! Smack! Now, if he would have smacked a white girl on that train, it may have been different. And that brother wasn't black. He's Latino, right? Which we classify as white or black depending on the weather or the story or how many, the viewership, what we're looking for, what we're trying to accomplish. But you guys know what I'm talking about, right? So my Subway Slap video did very well. You need to see it. You just go to my page on iamtimblack.com, and if you're already on my channel, you just go to my popular videos. Look at my fourth highest or fifth highest watched video, Subway Slap. You'll never find a bitch slap like mine. Someone who'll slap the shit out of you like I do. And I'm not. All right. Had a moment of fun. Sorry. Get back serious. But seriously though, DeAndre Johnson, the brother, the young man, he reacted. He reacted. He did not instigate. He did not start the confrontation. He did not lead the aggression. He responded to aggression with aggression. That's get a young man back his damn spot on the team and leave him alone. And he should sue you for damages. And if you're not going to prosecute the woman, then he needs to sue the state. Damn it, we need to start a GoFundMe now. All right. What time is it? 9:30. NFL star Reid writes that his fiancee Janae Palmer were arrested after their alleged. Hey, who cut and paste that? Yeah, James Briggs cut and paste. Yeah. He's just bringing that up. Like James said, bring that up because it further solidifies the point that women, but still, now Ray, he really. Well, she hit Janae Rice hit her face on the elevator. If she hadn't hit her face on the elevator, she may have not been knocked out. He hit her good though. He hit her good. This woman that Foster hit, he's not dating her. He doesn't know her. They are strangers. You don't put your hands on people you don't know. Come on now. That's common sense. But common sense isn't common. All right. It's 9:30. Let's go to the big story, man. Let's go to the big story. Let's go for big air. A moment of silence for all those people out there who thought that there was no way Bill Cosby could rape a woman. A moment of silence for all those people out there who thought Dr. Huxtable was a real fucking person. A moment of silence for all the people who bought into everything he said for the last 20 years about responsibility and pulling up your pants and there is no racism. Dr. Cosby said there was no racism. That's not the problem. The problem is you. You the problem, black people. And now people are saying the reason why they're doing this to Bill Cosby is because of racism. He don't believe in racism, man. He's been telling you that for 15, 20 years. Look at him. He's like, look at me. Looking like Captain Morgan. Just, I made it. You can make it. Stop listening to rap music. Meanwhile, you need to go ahead and drink this special shake because the special shake got the special. But no, seriously, guys, it's the death of Bill Cosby. And my theory on this is that Bill Cosby, he lived too long. Oh, yeah, he lived too long. He outlived his usefulness. See, you're supposed to find out shit like this after the person's dead and gone and buried. And then when people bring it up, you go, oh, get out of here. Don't say that about a dead man. How are you going to disrespect the dead? See, he lived too long. He should have died 5 years ago. Come on, man. That's what it is. I mean, everybody in Hollywood, all of the powerful people in Hollywood have skeletons in their closet. I bet you can't name a person in Hollywood who doesn't have a skeleton in their closet. A successful, powerful person, a person who was on a hit show. Oh, come on. Look, you don't think Jerry Seinfeld got some skeletons? Come on, man. Y'all don't think Jerry Seinfeld has some skeletons in his closet? You don't think he got a couple little boys? Come on there. Something. A couple underage girls. She said she was 18. She looked 18. She's flat-chested, sir. I know, but she looked 18. I like them flat. Come on now. Y'all really don't think Jerry Seinfeld did that? Come on now. Come on. I'm trying to think of a woman. Golden Girls. The Golden Girls show was kind of popular. You don't think Kate Blanchett or whatever her name was, Estelle Getty? You don't think she had a couple of, I don't know, maybe somebody was, I don't know what they was doing. But I'm saying, if you're in Hollywood and you are powerful, come on. It's too easy not to take advantage. See, that's why people are really upset. They're not upset that Bill Cosby man slept around on his wife. They're upset that he had to use drugs to do it. I mean, come on, man. That's really what this is about, right? Because that's where the rape comes in. And we're all thinking it's unfair, first of all, that you're a Hollywood star and you're rich and you're known all over the world, and then you still gotta take some stuff. That's what people are upset about. But here's the thing, man. Let me stop joking around. Let me get a little bit more serious. All right. Bill Cosby did not admit to drugging people. I put that in the video and I thought about it. You know what? That word usage isn't right. He didn't admit to drugging. He said he did get drugs, well, Quaaludes, with the intent of using them with women he wanted to have sex with, but he never said that he did that. When the attorney for the plaintiff tried to ask that, his lawyer shut it down, and then I read the transcript. Read the transcript, right? So he never really admitted to actually doing it. He admitted that's what he intended to do. Right? All right. Now, he settled with that woman. What's her name? Constad. He settled with her out of court for an undisclosed amount of money. I'm sure she got paid very well. Because whatever he said in that deposition got her paid. Right? Also know this. This is what I do know. I'm about to go to comments. I see them coming in. What was released was damaging, right? That was like, wow. He admitted to buying, he admitted to having Quaaludes, he admitted to using the drug women, he admitted to it. That was only the very small piece. That's a very small piece of the testimony that was released. Very small. That's a slither. That's not the whole thing. There are much more information in that court that went on in that court session or went on during that trial. There's probably far more damaging than what you read. So, like I said, to start this off, Bill Cosby is dead. They knew that was going to happen once this information came out. That's why Cosby's attorneys have been fighting hard. I mean, fighting like Buster Douglas fought Mike Tyson the first time. Right? Was it Buster Douglas? I hope I'm right about that. That would be embarrassing. Riddick Bowe. Riddick Bowe. I used to live down the street from Riddick Bowe. Yeah. You guys get it? You with me on it? Because that's just a very small piece. They've been fighting to keep that information secret. And the Associated Press, the way I understand it, was able to get it released, and the judge relinquished and said, you know what? Since this guy wants to hold us up as a moralist, we're going to let this shit out. Since you want to be Mr. Preachy. And you know what? That's kind of funny to me, right? That they looked at it that way. That the judge looked at it like, you know, I need to release his information. I do find that funny. But that does not change the fact that that's what he said. So all these people are saying, all these people out there that are saying that Bill Cosby didn't do it or this proves nothing, it does prove something. It proves he had the intention. What he said is what he said, okay? He said it under oath. He said, hey, I brought Quaaludes. He said obtain Quaaludes. He didn't even say he brought them. Back when it was legal in the 70s. Man, do you guys really believe he bought some pills in the 70s and still had it in 2005? You really believe he held the same pills for 35 years? Do y'all really think that? Y'all really think this man held them pills for 30 years or 25 years? Who the hell holds on to pills that long? How effective would a pill be if you had it for 20 years? He said he bought the pills back in 1970-something. Come on, man. Somebody help me out, man. Who I got? Cloud Theory. Constance was her name. The case was in 2005. It barely got any spin in the Philadelphia local news. They kept it swept under the rug nationally for years. They kept it swept under the rug nationally for years. He's right. That was Clouded Theory. Clouded Theory is right. It was swept under the rug. It was kept out of the press. That's the power, folks. Everybody keeps talking about they're trying to bring down Bill Cosby because of power. No. He is so powerful, he was able to keep this shit under wraps all these years. Look at it the other way. The other way. Look at it that way. Instead of looking at it like he's been destroyed because he's powerful, look at it like the reason why he hasn't been destroyed is because he's powerful. Why they just do him like Mike Tyson or Tupac? They got them easy. Come on, man. Bill Cosby, man, raped these women. And I believe, you know what? I don't know anything about what he did. I do know some things, but I don't know if he raped these women. I don't know. But I have a feeling he did at least some of them, if not a good portion of them. All right? And look, guys, being a person who has been around the block, you don't get to look like this without having a little age on your ass, okay? I got some age on me. I've been around. I've held some positions. I've worked for a few companies, and I've been nowhere near successful like Bill Cosby ever. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I have a small business now, which is what I'm doing now. Y'all see how big it is, all right? Yeah. I'm not like, you know, come on. I'm, you know, come on. I ain't powerful, right? But I could get laid. Okay? I think Bill Cosby has a problem. If any of this is true, any of it is true. And people are like, oh, you don't have a problem, Tim. You being an Uncle Tom, you being a sellout. Nah, he got a problem, man. Look, man, drugging someone to have sex with him. Right now, I've slept with a woman who was too drunk. I was too drunk to sleep with her too. And I'm lucky she didn't give me nothing. I'm lucky I didn't give her. You know, I ain't get no babies by her. You know what I'm saying? So that happens. But to intentionally try to drug someone to sleep with them and to make that something that you allegedly do, dude, sleeping with somebody who's drugged like that is like sleeping with a dead person. I mean, it's right at dead. I mean, people who have Quaaludes have no motor skills, sir. You understand what I'm saying? No motor skills. Now, getting a little tipsy with someone, you both a little tipsy, and one thing leads to inhibitions being lowered, and people are doing things they wouldn't do normally. That's fun. Yeah. But if it starts off consensual, like, you know, I mean, it should be if it's consensual. But what I'm saying is, when you got to drug someone to have sex with them, you're right at the border. You're not only a rapist, but you're almost a necrophiliac, man. Come on, man. This is not about sex at that point. If you're rich and you can sleep with people, or you could call up a bunch of hookers. Bill Cosby had so much money, he could call up 20 hookers and say, meet me at the crib. Meet me at the hotel. You need to meet me at the hotel. Me and my wife, Camille, will be auditioning hoes. Something. Right? And the fact that he didn't do that, that says something. Because an average scumbag dude, or a dude who don't care, like a dude who just doesn't care, he'll just do a Warren Sapp. He'll just go do it. He'll just do that. What's this? Greg Anthony. I think it's Greg Anthony. I don't know. He didn't do that. So Bill Cosby is a scumbag. But he's not just a scumbag. He may be a sick scumbag. Okay? Because Camille seems like the sweetest person on the planet. You done ran through all these women on her watch, and it's all come out. I would feel bad if I was Bill Cosby. He seemed pretentious as fuck. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting pissed now because I could just sense all these people that are going, no, it's not right. You can't talk about Bill like that. So that makes me want to talk more about him. Camille seems like a sweet-ass lady. She rolled for him. Now, I don't know. I could be wrong. She could be as bad as him. We don't know. They could be having separate rooms. I don't know, right? After their son died, who knows, right? Turmoil in a relationship, who knows? All I'm saying is, I don't believe that Bill Cosby is a victim as much as people trying to make it out to be. And I believe that there's a lot more to what was in that court deposition than what was released. And I believe that Bill Cosby's career is over and that it's dead. That's what I believe. I don't believe everybody lying on him. I don't think all these people showing up lying on him. I don't believe that. I don't believe all these women are lying on Bill Cosby. I can't accept it. I know some people do. That's what they think. I might lose a few subscribers. I don't care, man. I'll gain some others, man. Because I got to speak my truth. If it's that petty where I'm going to lose you because I think Bill Cosby is a scumbag based on what I heard, and I wasn't of that opinion before. I didn't believe it. But when a man says, hey, I like white Quaaludes so I can drug women. Dude, I would never do that. Then now I got to go in on him. I don't apologize for it. What type of shit is that? Drugging people. Now, last thing on Bill Cosby. Some say, I think somewhere in the testimony, somewhere it was, some of the women may have known, okay? And some of these women are crackheads. Janice Dickerson, crackhead. But not all of them were crackheads. So you can't do it. You bring out one of the 30 women or so and say, well, this one's a known crackhead and this one is on some stuff, alcoholic. What about the other ones? Come on now, what about the other ones? Now I know I got some men going their own way, MGTOW guys, MGTOW guys. Look, guys, you cannot sanction this bullshit. You cannot sanction men drugging women that have sex with them. Come on. Come on. My guys out there who want to be for men's rights, and I don't know, men's rights movement guys, men's rights movement. MRM guys, I don't know what you call yourselves. Everybody want an acronym. You cannot sanction this shit. You can't. Do not. But unlike the women's groups or the women on Twitter who went buck wild, and I had a beef with one woman who wrote an article for some magazine or online, whatever. She made it sound like it was like, yeah, I told you, go stick it there, you fucking supporter of a rapist, all of you dumb bastards who believed him. Like, nah, I wouldn't think of, you know what? I wouldn't want anybody to believe I would do some shit like that either. Give me the benefit of the doubt, please, until I do something that makes you lose the benefit of the doubt. And just because there's a number of people saying you did something didn't mean anything to me, because I know people can lie, right? But when Stark kept mounting, I'm like, hey, whoa, all right, something's up. And then when he said he did it, look, he said I'm going over the same ground now. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse. The horse is dead. It's bones now, Tim. It's just horse dust. It's horse dust. So I'm going to leave it alone, but that's my point. So I want to make it clear. People say, Tim, go in. Tim, tell the truth. I'm telling the truth and shaming the devil. Bill Cosby's career is dead, and it should be. All right? And I bet if we could read what's left in that deposition, people will be even more pissed. And you know what? Black people are very nice people, generally speaking, to other blacks, because they feel like it's just a very few of us can make it, and we don't want to see them get torn down. But listen, those black folks who are very supportive, if they probably read, I'm betting, this is what I believe, okay? Just my thoughts. If they saw the rest of that documentation to really find out what was said in that courtroom, they'd be the most pissed off people. They would go from 0 to 100 in a minute. You understand? That's what I believe. Because nice people, or people who ride for you, people who support you, hate being made a fool of. Oh, they hate that. They hate that. All right? So I believe, as much as people are giving these people a hard time saying, you know, you rode for Bill Cosby, if they could see the rest of that documentation and hear what was said in that courtroom, they will have the pitchforks out themselves. You wouldn't need to do it, lady. You know who you are. She ain't watching me, but she knows who she is. All right, let me jump to these comments real quick before I tell you a story that somebody tried to kill me. I'm going to tell you all this, man. Bill getting arrested. I don't know, man. I don't know. Who says this? This is Jalen Sims. Jay, I don't know if he's getting arrested. I think that's all bullshit. The LA, the LA prosecutor, somebody said that. I did read something about that, Jalen, and the statute of limitations ran out as far as I know. So I don't know what charge it could possibly be. If you can't charge him with rape, what can you charge him with? I don't know. The only thing they can do is sue, which I'm sure they've been doing since day one. Sue, 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 sue. They've been suing more than the Asian dictionary. That's being an asshole. But I couldn't think of nothing else. They've been suing more than the Asian dictionary. I don't know. They've been suing the hell out of trying to sue the hell out of this man. All right. And I'm trying to think how to frame this because I want to give it up. I want to make sure that you understand and I relay it well. It's sort of about the concealed weapon thing, but this is a story I've been meaning to tell. Back when my youngest son, wow, not my youngest son, my oldest son, that's how long ago this was. My oldest son is 17, right? I was in Washington, D.C. in a location with some friends, with a friend, right? And I was at a friend's house and another friend came by. So I'm at a friend's house, a friend comes by, me and him outside talking in the car, talking about, because he was going through some stuff with his girl or something. It was late. And I say it was about 12:30. It was about time to go home for real, but it was late. But we were talking. So he was telling me he's like one of my best. He was like my best friend at the time. We were like really close friends. Shout out to Big Mike if you're out there, Mike. And we were talking or whatever, and I saw this car pull up, a van. A van pulled up, and it pulled away. I watched it pull away. I didn't think anything of it. We kept on talking. And it was the type of relationship where we talked about everything. You know, we talk about all types of stuff, you know, philosophing, talk about life. Back when I used to smoke, you know, you smoke cigarettes. He smoked weed. You know, I didn't smoke weed, but I smoked cigarettes. We were smoking cigarettes and just talking, man. Talking about life, talking about what was going on in our lives at the time. I think this conversation had to do with his girl. And we're just talking, windows down, summertime. All of a sudden, I hear feet. That quick. I turn and look. It's a dude with a black ski mask on, with a gun in my face. I think it was a 9 in my face like this. And there's one on the other side of the car and his face with a gun, and there's 3 other guys with guns. There are 5 guys at the vehicle, guns exposed. It's dark outside. We're in Southeast D.C., and if you're from D.C., you know what I'm talking. This is up there near Alabama Avenue, D.C. These guys were Serious. I could only assume they were serious, right? Now, my friend Mike had his own gun. It was in the glove compartment. But we didn't have no time to reach for it, man. No, we didn't have time to go for it. And I'm so glad. I was sitting there thinking, because I knew Mike had that gun, and he looking at me, I'm looking at him, and these guys got the guns, and I'm like, please, Mike, do not. You better not reach for that gun. If you're going to reach for that gun, let me out the car, man. Please, I'm going to give up. Hey, let me out the car. If you reach for that gun, because I know he ain't quick like that. They are drawn. They're outside the window, but they are drawn. You understand what I'm saying? Their guns are out. So these guys, they appeared to be young because I could hear in their voices. Like, give me your money, man. Give me your money. Give me your money. I'm like, all right, no problem. No problem, sure. You got my debit card if you want my debit card. What else you want? Whatever. Give me your cell phone. Give me your cell phone, man. Hurry up. I'm like, look, give me your chain. I had a little chain on. It wasn't no big chain, but it was a little chain, right? Had a watch on. Give me that chain. I said, look, man, just take it. I ain't moving. Just take it if you want it. And the scariest part of the whole ordeal was the guys with the guns drawn. They were scared. They were shaking like this. Now, let me just tell y'all, because y'all might not know. The most frightening thing in the world is to have somebody scare the shit out of you and they be as scared as you are. You know what I'm saying? I mean, somebody got to be in control, man. I had to be in control of my own fucking robbery. I'm like, look, I'm not going to move. All right? Just take it. If you want to, go ahead and take it. Calm down. It's okay. No, I've never been robbed before, but I'm a quick learner. Go ahead and take the chain if you want to take the chain. I'm good. All right. Now, the problem came in. I had about $40 on me at the time. This was about 15 years ago. I had $40. So 15 years ago, still $40 is $40, but maybe back then it was a little bit more. Maybe it's considered $60 now or $70. I don't know. I don't know how inflation. I'm trying to account for inflation here. My boy Mike had like $10 on. They were mad because he didn't have enough money on him. And I'm like, oh shit. They're like, come on, man. I know you got more money than this, man. Fuck that. I'm like, okay, we're going to get shot because Mike's broke. Now I got to die because he ain't got no money. Because if they shoot him, they're going to shoot me. Why keep me alive? I seen the movies. They kill everybody, man. One person act up, everybody die. One person broke. And I told this kid, who probably at the time was like 22, maybe 25. He sounded young. He may have even been in his teens. I don't know. I said to him, I said, please don't shoot me. I said, please don't shoot me. And I said that shit. I didn't want to get shot. I said, please don't shoot me. I have a small son, man. You shoot me, I die, man. My son won't even know who I am. That's what I said to him. Yeah. It hurt my pride to say that. It's like begging for my life from a teenager. But he wouldn't have known who I was. He'd have seen pictures of me, but he would have never known me. You know, when I ain't expect to be affected by telling y'all that story. But I want people to know, man, guns don't always equal to school. I think I'm only alive today because Mike didn't reach for that gun. And I said before in another show that, you know, I had changed my opinion about guns and if you use a gun to protect yourself, and I did a video about it. I just want to make sure it's clear to people that sometimes having a gun is the worst thing in the world as well. All right? It can be a great thing. Don't get me wrong. It can be a great thing. If you use it the right way, it's probably a great thing. It's probably a great hobby for a lot of people. But I know that those guys had guns. I'm sorry. Those guys had guns, and they were using it definitely in the wrong way. And I know if my friend Mike would have tried to reach for that gun, we'd have been dead. It wouldn't have been like a movie where he grabs a gun. He says, look over there. And they all look over there. He grabs a gun and shoots them all down, all 5 of them. That wasn't going to happen. And when I was younger, when I was about that age, younger than that actually, you know, I knew I wasn't the type of person who needed a gun because I would shoot someone. I always thought like, you know, I don't need a gun because I had a temper, and I don't need a gun because I know me. So I refrain from having guns just for self-preservation. Now that I'm older, I'm sure I can handle the responsibility. But you have to be very level-headed not to use a gun. And you know, here's the thing. I tell you that story to say there have been times I've been in situations, man. People pull guns on me. I've been in situations where I've been in confrontations, and I'm like, damn, if I had a gun, I'm glad I didn't have a gun. I probably would have shot this guy. And look, luckily, I'm still here, and he didn't shoot me. And if I'd have shot him, he didn't need to be shot, obviously, because I wasn't shot. You understand what I'm saying? So I think guns can be good, but guns can be very damaging. And for me, like I said, I think I'm here now, right now, to do this show, to have a family, to know my son, to live a life, because Mike did not try to shoot somebody that night. And we got, look, when they left, right, Mike gave him his cell phone. I think maybe it was his pager. I don't remember. No, it was a cell phone. It wasn't that long ago, man. He gave him a cell phone. And I remember we were driving down the street, driving home fast, man. He was doing like 80, 90, you know. And going down 290, hit 295, bam! Gone, man. And I remember just thinking, man, I'm just so glad to be alive, man. So that's the time, that's one of the times I almost got killed, man, behind guns. So anyway, guys, what I'm trying to do here is I want to try to bring the mood back up, because that's tough, man. I didn't expect to be affected by sharing that story, man. But it's a real story. It really happened, and obviously, it still sticks to me today. It makes me think about my son, who's now 17, about to go to 12th grade. Yeah, just looking around for colleges now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about this Confederate flag thing. We talked about it. We talked about DeAndre Johnson. You know my thoughts on that. Bill Cosby. We talked about that. We talked about my near-death experience. Oh, this is what it was. This is what it was, guys. If Ronald Finley is a man in Los Angeles who plants gardens in South Central. Some of you probably heard of him. If you haven't heard of him, please Google him or look him up on YouTube. Check out his TED Talks. It's going to move you. It's going to really motivate you. This guy's planting real food for people in the inner city, in South Central. How to survive in South Central, a place where busting a gun is fundamental. And he's like giving away food in this place, in this concrete jungle, so to speak. And if he can do that, right, I'm sure that I can grow a YouTube channel, and I can have my message not be as divisive as many other news channels or news-related channels on cable TV or network TV or on YouTube even. I believe I can do that. I mean, if this guy can get people, if this guy can will away and form an organization where they actually grow tomatoes damn near on the side of the road of a sidewalk, I'm sure I could put out stories that people actually watch that don't make white people hate black people and black people hate white people and everybody fighting and we're not accomplishing shit. So when I watch a Ron Finley or anybody doing something positive, it inspires me. Right? So that's really what I'm trying to do here with Tim Black and Tim Black TV and Team Black. That's what I'm trying to do. And some people say, Tim, why you name it Team Black? I name it Team Black because you know what? Because I'm a black man and my name is Tim Black. But more than that, man, you should not feel, if you're a white guy or a white woman or a Latino person or whatever, you should not feel any type of way about having that name. And if you do, you ain't down for me anyway. You're not down for my mission. If that bothers you, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just a name. We're together for an ideal. The idea is that our news doesn't have to be divisive. That we can speak honestly, we can keep it real. Because I believe growth can only come from keeping it real. And too many of these stories, whether it be DeAndre Johnson or Bill Cosby or gun control, they don't look at everything. Or the Confederate flag, they're making it seem like it's white against black when they allow the black Southerners who love that flag just as much as white Southerners. Maybe not as many, right? But a lot. And they don't consider themselves coons or sellouts. They just don't look at it the same way some of us do. But anyway, I don't mean to go back over that too far. But what I'm saying is all these news entities that are playing it up a certain way. Right? And it's just for ratings, guys. It's not to help you. What I'm saying is they're doing it not to help us. They're not doing it to help us. They're doing it to line their pockets. So when I listen to whether it be the neoconservatives, right, lining their pockets. When I hear the far left, right, the ultra liberals lining their pockets, somewhere in the middle, that's where it should be, man. That's what I believe. That's what this is about. Well, also what I want to do, and I need you guys' help, I want to start a community, right? I want to start doing something like, Tim, you got to do something with this ideas. You got to do more than just make videos. So I want to start a community. I'm going to start a group. I'm thinking about Facebook. Now, I don't like Facebook too much. I got one community on Facebook. It's not a community. It's just a fan page, right? I have two. And plus a personal one. And I don't like Facebook because I got to pay to talk to the people that I've already built an audience with. When I make a post, only 100 or 200 people see it, and I got 7,000 fans. I'm like, how am I have 7,000 fans? My post reaches only 300. How they going? All these people like my page, but a community may be different, right? So what I need from you guys is I need help. What platform would you be comfortable having a community on? That's what I need. That's what I need your help on. So let me know what you think about that. I'm thinking Facebook just because Google, come on, man. I don't know how many people use Google Plus. I could build a Google Plus community, but how many people use it, right? They're using a Facebook community because more people use Facebook. So you guys let me know what your thoughts are, right? I went over an hour tonight, but it's for good cause, I hope. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope it was interesting. And let me give some shout outs to my people, man. Over 50 and fantabulous. I've been calling you over 50 and fabulous. It's fantabulous. So you guys add over 50 and fantabulous. That's my girl. Love you. Love you. Kilo the horse. Kilo the horse. Shout out to Kilo the horse. What's up? What's up, Kilo? I think you're new. I don't remember that name, so I try to remember folks. Shout out to Stinger. Stinger, you made it. Stinger, what's up, man? And Stinger, did you fix your thing so I can reply to your comments now? Yeah, Stinger's been around for a long time. Stinger Nuke God. That's my guy, man. A shout out to Neil. Neil, we had a conversation today on some very serious stuff. If you're watching, Neil, it was good talking to you, bro. Very good talking to you. We're going to talk more about that idea, about that story idea that you gave me. Oh, one last thing. Please keep the story ideas coming. It's important. It helps me out. My guy Hawkeye in New Jersey, he been sending me stories. My man Big Boo 17 on Twitter, he been sending me stories. But anyone can send me a story anytime, any place. Tim's Take 2 at gmail.com is my email. I no longer have timthebartender.com because it no longer fits me, right? I'm going to come up with my own website soon. If you want to email me at timstake2, the number 2 at gmail.com. Go get my book on Amazon, The Truth Hurts, but It Beats a Lie. Go get a t-shirt. Support this channel, man. I'm going to do a fundraiser soon, and I'm going to make you feel bad if you don't support it, because I think what I'm doing here is important. And as you know, in order to keep it going, we got to fund it. We got to fund it, man. I'm as worthy as anyone else to having support, I believe. And I look, man, I'm just going to say it. I think I'm doing good work. I think what I'm doing, it matters. It stands for something. You don't get that everywhere. So support this channel, you know. I think it's worth it. I'm going to come up with more products, but until then, I have T-shirts. If you don't just want to give money, I have T-shirts. All right. All right. I'm Tim Black. I'm out. I love you guys, man. I'm going to go hug my son, man. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go hug my son because he's here and I'm still here. It's part of the reason why I quit smoking. If you need to quit smoking, quit smoking. Quit smoking cigarettes, man. This shit is going to kill you. It ain't worth it. At least if you smoke weed, you got high. You don't get high smoking cigarettes. Come on, man. Give it a cigarettes. This shit got a lot of bad chemicals in it. I quit. You need to quit too. All right, guys, I'm out.